Hi, and welcome to Pandora Astrology's monthly horoscope for Aquarius. I'm Julia Mijas.
And I'm Jamie Kale Miller. Well, your birthday is coming if Aquarius is your sun sign. If you haven't scheduled your yearly birthday reading yet, there's still time to do it before your birthday, which is absolutely the best time of the year to do it. This lets you ritualize your personal New Year's moment and jump into your year empowered to make it the best one ever. And your birthday reading comes with fantastic affirmations you can use all year to create your best life. You'll find a link for it in the description below. And I do recommend that you get that reading. So let's start with career. The sun in Capricorn passing along your 12th house. And this is basically the same as saying you're in your annual mop-up period. It's the last month before your birthday, the last 30 days. And it's a time of rest and retreat and introversion. There's a tendency to feel tired and kind of overwhelmed. There's a tendency to feel that all the things that you've been trying to accomplish in the last year, have you got to either fish or cut bait? And that you're going to have to make a decision to either yeah, I'm going to finish that this year, or no, I'm not. I should just let it go, and give yourself a break in some ways. So this is the month when you should be doing all of that. And there's a lot of planetary activity in your gathering in your 12th house. And so that pull inward is really, really strong. And Mercury begins the month by going direct. And at the back in the beginning of the month, there is a lot of energy in your 11th house, which could have you feeling social at first and then pulling in for retreat. But when it comes to career, it's just like a fallow month. It's not the sort of month in which you can expect to get a lot done. You can expect to get a lot forwarded. It is so much better to just pull into solitude, and you'll be doing your best thinking there, especially when Mercury enters your 12th house after, what is it, the first week of the month. Yeah, after the mid-month. And so use this time for reflecting on the meaning behind your career and what you'd like to, do in the future, and make those plans, but don't expect that now is the time to make a strong start on them. Julia, what's up with relationships and finance for the Aquarians of the world?
Yeah, well, they're really going hand in hand this month because Juno is in your eighth house. Juno is the marriage asteroid. She also represents your long-term relationship if you're not married. And her being in the eighth house means that there's a focus on how partnership can pool resources together. That's what the eighth house is all about. And she also goes retrograde on January 12th. And this is going to be a long little 3-month cycle all the way to April, where you're going to be reviewing your long-term relationship in terms of shared finance. You'll be saying to yourself, is one of us contributing more than the other in terms of money? Are there any ways we can fix that? Should we grow closer and pool our resources in even more? All these questions are things you might be asking yourself. Now, also, when it comes to your romantic relationship, there is going to be a full moon in your 7th house on January 25th, later in the month. And full moons are closing times. It's a finishing off of a project. So you and your partner might be kind of putting the finishing touches on something you guys have been involved in together or are working on together. Full moons can also be a bit emotional as well. But yeah, strong focus on your romantic relationship by the end of the month. Now, in terms of your 11th house of friends, there's a lot of activities there. So your friendships are going to be really taking center stage for you this month, especially the first half of the month. Venus is going to be also in the 11th house, which is super nice because Venus just brings harmony, beauty to your relationships with your friends. This is also the house of groups. So whenever you find yourself among other people, whether that's in a professional association or a gaming group of some kind, you're just going to be having a lot of fun and pleasure from your friendship circles, which is really nice. Now, when it comes to finance, we've had Saturn in your second house since March of last year. And Saturn in the second is a time where our wallets can feel a little bit pinched. It's not even that helpful to have Neptune, who's been in here for a very long time, adding a little bit of confusion into the mix as well. So, the money that you earn, it may feel like it's been slipping through your fingers, or the stuff that you own may have felt more burdensome, like car payments are starting to get more onerous with Saturn in the second. But despite everything that all the challenges Saturn in the second can bring, he really also gives us the opportunity to create more security in our finances, to do better financial planning. And I love that there's going to be a wide sextile to Jupiter the second half of January, set between Saturn and Jupiter. These two planets coming together really add a lot of sort of optimism and faith to money, as well as a cautious conservative approach, which is recommended or which is associated with Saturn. So Jupiter is going to add a little bit of luck. He's going to add a little boost to how you plan and how you manage your finances, which is really what Saturn in the second house is all about. And Ceres, the money asteroid, is going to be in your 11th house. Remember, you got a lot of stuff going on in the 11th house. So it could be a good time to try to make money with a friend. Maybe a friend wants to go in business with you, then this would be a really good time for it. And look to your friends for the belief in your values with Ceres in the 11th. Well, that's all we have for you today. And if you enjoyed this horoscope, please do hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and tell your friends about us.
Find our site at pandoraastrology.com to get a reading with one of us, and find us on Patreon for workshops and classes. And we'll see you around the cosmos.
Bye-bye.